Oh, okay, so this whole Pokécoin rework thing, it just went from bad to worse. So to bring you guys up to speed, last week Niantic announced an upcoming change to how we get Pokécoins from gym battles. And to compensate for the big nerfs that are coming, they are adding 5 additional Pokécoins that we can get from daily research tasks. And players were extremely unhappy about it. And of course, they did start off these tests in Australia. They wanted to test it out to see what the community thinks about it, to fine-tune it, to make it more balanced. And of course, players were still really unhappy. It was exactly as people expected it to be. It was a train wreck. So what did they do? They retracted on these changes temporarily, but almost immediately they brought them back and now included these tasks. So players were really curious how these tasks would play out. Some players were able to complete the tasks with no problem, but more and more tasks were being rolled out, and yes, this is where it gets really bad. It's just as we feared. It looks like raid battling and powering up Pokemon are also included in the list of tasks that you have to complete in order to get those 5 additional Pokécoins, and it just seems like Niantic is not listening to the community. They're just completely oblivious to how unhappy players are. And we have to continue to voice our concerns regarding this rework. We have to tweet at them. We have to let them know that these changes are terrible. But in any case, I'm going to be talking about all of this in this video. Let's get right into it. How's it going, everyone? It's me, It's Count, here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Pokécoin changes and some of the additional things that have come out recently over in Australia while this feature is being tested. But real quick, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that little bell as well, so you stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel possible. If you want to support this channel in any way, I highly suggest you go and check out the links in the description below. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's talk about these Pokécoin changes. I am extremely frustrated by these changes. I just feel like Niantic hasn't been paying attention to the community. It hasn't been something that has been seen as positive over the last week. A lot of people are pretty upset about these changes. A lot of people are really concerned about the state of the game. And it just seems like Niantic is refusing to listen. They're refusing to acknowledge a lot of the community's qualms with this new system. The Pokécoin system was not in need of any changes for a long time now. Of course, they already nerfed down the gym Pokécoin system quite a while ago. They brought it down from 100 to 50, and players have not forgotten about that. And if there was any changes that needed to be made, it was the addition of more Pokécoins. The fact that we were only able to get 50 Pokécoins for the longest time, well, yeah, Niantic never addressed that for the longest time. And to add 5 additional Pokécoins didn't seem like much, but it was a nice little thing. The fact that they were introducing a new way for us to get Pokécoins was also pretty great. I felt like it was something that the game needed in terms of diversifying the gameplay. The fact that research tasks are pretty well received, and they're usually really finely tuned. And to get Pokécoins from research tasks, I think would have been a great positive. But of course, the caveat was that they decided to nerf gym battling, more specifically how you get Pokécoins from gym battles, completely to the ground. And a lot of players were really unhappy about this. I've been really unhappy about this. To get 25 hours worth of gym defense requires a ridiculous amount of effort. And for them to do this right now while we're all stuck in quarantine, it makes little to no sense. But the big problem here is that these tasks needed to be well tuned in order to make up for the big gym nerfs, but unfortunately that's not the case. A lot of players have been saying that if you're going to nerf the amount of Pokécoins we get from gym battles, then these tasks have to be easy. It has to be essentially 5 free Pokécoins that you get with little to no effort. And for the most part, these tasks are something you can complete with little to no effort. The only problem is there is one particular task that just doesn't make sense when it comes to getting Pokécoins. And of course, what task am I talking about? Well, completing a raid. This is something that players have pointed out was completely counterintuitive for what they were aiming for. The idea of having to spend money in order to get little money just doesn't make any sense. You're basically spending $1 in order to get 5 cents. Like, that is what this comes down to. To spend a raid pass in order to get 5 Pokécoins just makes no sense. And yes, we can use our free raid pass in order to get those 5 coins. It's essentially getting 5 coins for free. I totally understand that using that free raid pass will allow you to complete these tasks in order to get your 5 free Pokécoins. But you gotta think about our current situation right now. We're all stuck in quarantine. We pretty much have to use remote raid passes if we want to raid. And if we are raiding, we are risking breaking local laws and getting sick and different things like that. But it seems like this is what Niantic is encouraging with this new system. To be honest with you, people were already completely upset about the gym nerfs. At the bare minimum, they needed to take out this task and make the system work for our current situation, but that's not what they're doing. What this tells me is something even more pressing than this system itself. What this tells me is that Niantic is completely out of touch, and they get surprised whenever we give negative feedback. I'm sorry to break it to you guys, everything Niantic does is not always great. Yes, Niantic has done a lot of great things over the past year. They've added a lot of really cool things, and I've been enjoying the game for the most part, but every time they release something really cool, every time they do something really good for the community, they've always had a couple of missteps here and there, and this is the mother of all missteps. I'm just gonna be straight with you guys. If nothing gets done here about this system and it ends up being in the game worldwide, I am going to be completely upset, and I know a lot of players are just going to downright quit the game. A lot of players are not interested in PvP, and they're not able to play like they used to, so already their experience is a bit hampered compared to how it was before. And for this system to happen, for them to be forced to go out and battle in gyms ridiculously in order to get their 50 Pokécoins a day, yeah, you can imagine that a lot of players are not going to want to play this game. And it just seems like Niantic doesn't want to listen, or they just are in denial. They think all of the people who are being negative towards this system are a vocal minority. No. This is a widespread thing. A lot of people are unhappy about it. Even some of their YouTubers are really unhappy about it. I've heard Trainer Tips, I've heard Zoe 2 Dots, and I've heard a bunch of other people, Reversal, talk about how this change could be bad for Pokemon Go. Literally nobody is saying anything positive regarding this new Pokécoin rework. The only positive thing that I've heard so far is the fact that this rework could allow for more active gym play, but even then it's still a bad system, and they think it's just not finely tuned. And I agree with them. I do think that there will be more gym activity, and it will bring the game back to some of its early glory days. And these are things that I've talked about on my channel, how I miss the old gym battling system. I miss the whole competitiveness of gym battling. It used to be a lot more fun than it currently is. Right now it just seems like a big chore. And oh my goodness, I'm just so frustrated by what Niantic is doing, and it just doesn't make any sense. I really want this saga to not continue any further. I would hate to make more videos regarding this system. I would just rather see them cancel out this feature and just choose not to do it, and if anything, just add the 5 tasks and not nerf down gym battles. I think that would have gone a lot better, but the fact that they're nerfing down gym battles and giving us ridiculous tasks that require us to spend money in the first place, like, Niantic is just completely out of touch, and it's really concerning, and I'm really hoping that they backtrack on these changes. I really think all they have to do is remove the gym nerf. That's really all it comes down to. I think what they are forgetting to realize is that the player base is fully aware of how this is the second nerf to gym Pokécoins. This was not the first time we've seen a nerf to gym Pokécoins. In fact, I know a lot of players are still having sour grapes over the nerf that they had where we don't get 100 Pokécoins anymore. Like, players are still upset about that. So imagine how much more upset players are with these nerfs. And I just feel like Niantic just doesn't get it. Like, 5 additional Pokécoins, that's not something a lot of players are super excited about. The fact that they're just nerfing down these gym battles, that's the thing that people are gonna see. It's not the 5 additional Pokécoins. That's not exciting enough to cover for the fact that they're nerfing down a system that didn't need changes. It didn't need fixing. So yeah, Niantic, I hope you're paying attention to the community. This is going to be detrimental for the game. You have to realize that a lot of players are upset, and this could be the final nail in the coffin for a lot of players, and we could see the decline. We could start seeing the downward slope of Pokemon Go, and I would absolutely hate that because I love playing this game. I think it's great. I think they're doing a lot of great things aside from these Pokécoin changes, and I just think for every misstep like this, it just adds fuel to the fire that the community just doesn't like Niantic. And Niantic has been doing so much to build up that trust, to build up that commitment to the quality of the game, and I feel like a lot of it gets unnoticed because of missteps like this. So yeah, Niantic, come on guys, like, you know you can do better than this. You know you can do better than this, and you really have to pay attention to the community. If it comes down to it, just axe this whole system. Like, it just has to go. But anyway, yeah, this is the continuation of this saga, and I'm really hoping this ends up being the last video. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm really hoping that the next video is a positive one regarding this whole thing, but it just doesn't seem like it will be. But in any case, I would love to know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about these changes to the Pokécoin system. And just like I said in the last couple of videos, make sure your voice is heard. Make sure you're tweeting at Niantic. Make sure you're sending them support emails telling them how you do not like these changes. And yeah, we just have to let them know that these changes are terrible and they're not welcome for the game. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am Count Jinsula, and I'll catch you all later. How's it hanging, everyone? Before I end this video, I want to give a quick plug to my Patreon page. If you want to support this channel, I highly suggest you go and check out the link in the description below. Every little bit helps when it comes to these YouTube videos. So if you want to support this channel, if you love the content that I'm producing and you want to contribute, definitely go and check it out. I have a lot of nice perks, like if you want to be on my permanent friends list, or if you want to get exclusive content or participate in exclusive content that's coming soon, definitely go and check it out. And to all of my patrons, I thank you for supporting my channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that little bell so you stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. Follow me on social media at Count Jinsula. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, have a great day. I'll catch you all later.